Imagine your girlfriend looking you dead in the eye and saying, "If you go to your best friend's bachelor party, I'll sleep with someone else." What would you do? Laugh it off? Cancel your plans? Or would you let her test just how dangerous ultimatums can be? This isn't just a story about a party. It's a story about control, loyalty, and the sweetest revenge she never saw coming. My name's Ryan Mitchell, 28 years old, software engineer, and the kind of guy who always puts relationships before himself. My girlfriend, Chloe, had been with me for 3 years. She was beautiful, ambitious, and had a bit of a temper, but I loved her. I believe that when you love someone, you work through everything. My best friend Ethan was getting married soon. I'd known him since childhood, and being his best man was an honor. We planned a small bachelor weekend at a lakeside cabin. No clubs, no strippers, just old friends, barbecue and fishing. But when I told Chloe, she lost it. Her eyes narrowed. "So you're going to some party without me?" "You know what happens at bachelor parties, right?" I tried to calm her down. "Chloe, it's just the guys. You can even FaceTime me if you want." But she crossed her arms and said the line that changed everything. "If you go, I'll sleep with someone else." At first, I laughed, thinking she was joking. But she didn't smile. She just stared, daring me to challenge her. That's when I realized it wasn't about jealousy. It was about control. So I stood up, grabbed my jacket, and said, "Then I hope you pick someone worth it." Her jaw dropped. I walked out before she could speak. The next day, I went to the cabin with Ethan and the guys, but I couldn't shake off what she'd said. Who even says something like that? Halfway through the night, as we sat around the bonfire, my phone buzzed. 10 missed calls from Chloe. Then a message. "Hope you're having fun. I'm not alone tonight." My stomach dropped. Ethan saw my face and asked what was wrong. I showed him the text. He frowned. "Man, that's not love. That's manipulation." I didn't reply to her. I didn't even call back. I stayed, laughed, and tried to enjoy the weekend, though the anger simmered beneath every smile. When I got home Sunday evening, Chloe was waiting at my apartment door. Her makeup was perfect, but her eyes were red. "Ryan, we need to talk," she said softly. I didn't speak. I just opened the door and walked in. She followed. "I didn't mean it," she said quickly. "I just wanted to scare you." "I didn't actually—" I stopped her mid-sentence. "Did you or didn't you?" Her silence said everything. That moment, something in me broke, not from heartbreak, but from relief. I realized I didn't owe her anger. I owed myself peace. Instead of yelling, I nodded slowly. "Thanks for being honest, Chloe. You saved me years of regret." She started crying. "Ryan, please, I was drunk." "It didn't mean anything. You can't just throw us away." But I was already packing her things into a suitcase, calmly, efficiently. 2 days later, she started a campaign of guilt, texts, voice notes, even showing up at my office pretending she wanted to make things right. But I didn't reply. That's when I decided to take my revenge, but not the kind she expected. A week later, my friends and I planned another trip, this time to the same cabin, but with Ethan's fiancée and a few of her friends too. One of them, Emma, was there, a kind, grounded woman who didn't believe in games. She was nothing like Chloe. We started talking, just as friends at first. But for the first time in years, I felt peace, real peace. Months later, Chloe reached out again. "I heard you're dating someone," she texted. "You moved on fast?" I replied with one line. "You taught me not to waste time on people who test love instead of building it." Her seen notification popped up, but no reply ever came. Ethan got married. I stood beside him as best man, proud, calm, and finally free. As the ceremony ended, Emma smiled at me from the crowd, and I realized how far I'd come. Chloe's threat was meant to control me, but it only freed me. Sometimes revenge isn't loud or cruel. Sometimes it's as simple as living well, moving on, and letting their own choices haunt them. And every time I see a test of loyalty post online, I think back to that one text and smile. Because I passed her test not by obeying, but by walking away. If you like the video, please subscribe and turn on notifications.